Well done on the new single.
Hey, come on, I'm gassed.
Hey. Okay, so Wes, this has been a really, really huge dream of yours. I've been reading all the interviews. This is something you've been waiting to do and accomplish, and here we are. How does it feel to have your very own single out there and ready for the public?
Honestly, it's the most amazing, most fulfilling, wholesome experience. Like the thing is like when you've dreamt something for so long, and then you start to see it come to light and it start doing well and even better than what I wanted it to do, like and I expected it to do. And here I am. Like I just can't stop smiling. Look at my face. Does it look like a guy who's who's happy? I think it does.
We all would have seen you on Love Island, right? Since then, obviously, there's been a lot of growth, and you've come a long way. Is there anything, say, you would regret about that experience, or do you think, you know what, it was something that happened and it was good for you?
If I didn't throw myself into opportunities, I'd just kick myself. And Love Island for me was an opportunity to go on, have some fun, meet some people, and just have a great time. And then opportunities then present themselves after. But because I'm such a spontaneous person, I wasn't even thinking about what's happening after. I'm not even thinking about where I'm going to go with it. And I think that's the beauty of it. If you overcalculate it and you try and use it as a stepping stone and this, that, and the other, it backfires. There's no regrets. It's given me the confidence to do music. So it's not directly linked to it in the sense of its success, but it gave me the confidence to even come out and release music myself. So I can't regret it.
Now, when you first came out of the villa and you realized your popularity, how was that for you? Because it must have been overwhelming.
Yeah, it's so overwhelming. And I think you go in there blind and you have no idea what you're going to come out to. It could be positive, negative, it could be anything. Luckily and thankfully for me, I was received well by the public and I was for the most part liked, which is great for me. But it was a whirlwind and you can't prepare for it. And again, just being spontaneous just helps with that. Just
You seem to have a really good head on your shoulders there. You seem to have, really a positive outlook on everything. How did you get to be so positive and so clear about the future and your goals?
having some clarity with what you want to do and just embracing everything. Just I like to control the controllables. I don't worry about things that I can't control. I can't control people's opinions. I can't control what people think of me. I can't do that. And when I've come to accept that you can't keep everyone happy, you become a happier person because you start doing the things that make you happy.
You were focusing on your music so much that you turned down TV deals and stuff. Was that difficult for you to say, you know what, this is the path I want to take and that's just it?
Right, really, really difficult because this would have been my biggest year in television. There's no doubt about it. Some of the deals and the contracts that I was being offered and the numbers was crazy. Um, and obviously I'm super grateful for that. However, you've got to, there's got to be a point in your life, like I'm not saying it's always at 22, but there's got to be a point in your life when you think about what you're doing and whether you're doing it just because of the money, or you're doing it just because it's there, or do you actually really want to pursue something that's really going to make you happy? So I turned down all them jobs in blind faith. I had no idea I was going to get a record deal. I had no idea I was going to make songs. I didn't even see nobody at this point.
I keep hearing about your crew and your team and your squad, and I'm like,
Yeah,
how
it's
do
so
we get to be
surreal.
a part of this, eh? How do
It's
we
so weird.
sign up to the whole Wes Nelson Squad? Because I want to be a part of this crew,
Yeah.
like the
Hey,
winning
I'm
team.
sending out. There's open trials, and anyone could come in. You could, as long as you've got some banter, positive attitude, you're in. You're in.
Deadly, deadly. Now, tell me about Luce. So, when you were writing this track, is this something you had on the back burner for a while that you kind of thought, all right, this is going to be my first one? Or was this something you specifically wrote to launch your career?
So this was the first song I really sat down with AO, who's the producer, sat down and we really worked on. And it took like a day, 2 days to write the song. He sent over the beat pack, and this was one of the beats that was in there. And I just started flowing over it instantly. And I think songs that you connect with instantly are usually the most successful because they come from a good, positive, and a very Wes place.
Yes. And you've got some big names already saying this track is a whopper one. We saw Anthony Joshua, we saw Idris Elba. What was that like when you saw those guys were, playing it, not only on their Instagram, all over their social and just bigging you up?
It's crazy because it would be easy for people to say, oh yeah, I reckon he's just asked them to do this and that's that. I've not asked them to do this. I've literally spoken to them, called them and just spoke to them about the song and just wanted their opinions. And then they've gone the extra mile in helping me with this, and they didn't have to do that. And for me, that's super flattering and makes me feel great because these are busy people. These have got a lot of important stuff in their life, and for them to step out of the way and sacrifice their time to help me, I can't even explain how nice that is.
Now, I assume there is a lot more where this one came from in the pipeline.
Okay.
I know it's been, we are going through the whole lockdown situation, COVID, but I feel like this is the time for artists who really are passionate about it. They're getting more and more, almost like a drive being in lockdown. Do you feel that?
1,000,000%. And I think it's taken every distraction you could have possibly imagined under the sun by force and taken it away from you. But then I was super driven before to do this. I thought if I'm gonna turn down all this TV work and all this alternative work in blind faith, I've got to make damn sure that what I'm doing is perfect and make sure it's as good as I can possibly do, for sure. And with lockdown, that just allowed me to do 15 to 20 hours a day.
A lot of messages came in about the love life. We want to know what's happening. Are you single? Are you just focused on the music now? But the girls and some guys want to know as well.
Yeah, I am single as a Pringle. I am happy single and very driven. I'm focusing on career right now. That's not to be said. I don't have time for girls. Like I do have time for girls. Everyone has time for girls. Come on, I'm a 22-year-old boy. But in terms of relationship and really committing to music, I think it's a big ask. If I want to be able to give someone what I would deem as an amazing relationship, and I feel the way that I'm literally a studio rat right now, I'm just camping out pretty much in my studio. I don't think I could give the girl what I would want to give her in a relationship. So
Okay, you hear that, ladies? If it happens, it happens. He's not saying
the
no.
door's slightly ajar. You could there's room for entry.
There we go. There we go. Wes, it was a pleasure chatting to you. Onwards and upwards. We're loving See Nobody here on Beat 102, 103. So we're really excited about what's to come because this one, the first time I heard it, I actually was like, yes, this is a banger. What a whopper interview. And I have to say, you just sound like just a great person. I have to get into the squad. Honestly.
Hey,
Call me up.
Come on.
Well, look, we'd love to have you over in Ireland. So whenever that's possible, we're looking forward to seeing you on a stage and rocking out and singing your tune. So See Nobody, as I said, is out now. Get your hands on it. Wes, it was a pleasure. Thanks very much.
Thank you for having me.
Onwards and upwards, buddy.
Love. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.